You've heard the term decimate, right? As in, I'm gonna decimate you on the b-ball court, bro. Well, that word actually comes from an ancient Roman punishment where every 10th man in a group would be executed by his fellow soldiers. The Roman commanders used this to punish units that had exhibited cowardice or insubordination or done mutinies. And the Romans actually did this at least twice and perhaps more than that. And when I hear about these things, I always ask myself, what kind of people would actually do this to their own soldiers? And how could this have been accepted by their citizens? And the answer, of course, is that the Romans did not around. They took things seriously. Just listen to one of their legends from around the origin of their country. It involves this guy named Horatius who lived during the time of the 7 kings of Rome. Now, during this time, the third Roman king, Tullus Hostilius, had started a war with one of Rome's neighbors, a city by the name of Alba Longa. He basically just did this because he thought the Romans were becoming too soft, so he comes up with an excuse to start hostilities. But instead of going to war, the two sides just pick a set of triplets to fight each other, and whichever set wins, the city will get to take over the other. And what do you know, Horatius is one of the triplets on Rome's side. So the triplets fight each other, and 2 of Horatius's brothers go down, and then he has to single-handedly take on all 3 of the Alban triplets. And of course he wins, which makes him kind of a big deal in Rome. And this is where it gets really real. When Horatius is returning to Rome, he's carrying the cloaks of the 3 brothers that he's just killed. And his sister is waiting for him, and she recognizes one of the cloaks as belonging to her lover. So she starts to cry, and this pisses Horatius off because he thinks it's supposed to be this big celebratory moment for Rome. And then he has one of these lines that I love finding in these ancient books. He says, "Take your girl's love and give it to your lover in hell," and he stabs his sister to death. Of course, people are not happy about this. They do put him on trial for murder, but Horatius's dad speaks up in his defense and basically says, yeah, my daughter deserved to die, so don't punish Horatius too harshly. Which is what the Romans do. They basically just make Horatius submit to a ceremonial punishment, which is having him just walk beneath some timber on a roadway as some sort of symbol of his submission. And that's pretty much where the story ends, like some historical mic drop. I took all this information from The History of Rome by Livy. I'm reading a little bit of that book each day and talking about the highlights. This is day 10 of that. Follow along for some more deep dives into ancient Rome.